gonna do a little live tonight. This afternoon. Talk about a few things. What's up, baby girl?
Oh, not a whole lot. How about you?
Oh, not a lot, man. Just sitting here kicking it, waiting to see what happens next. Always.
Mm-hmm.
Fucking went to the yard this morning. Got me a nice little good yard in. Got to work out.
Good.
Ran some laps.
Good.
Got to talk to you on the yard. Talk to my boy Outlaw for a minute. What's up, Outlaw? I send mine to you. Everybody, TSoA land. We send ours out there. Hope everybody's well. You like hearing the facts about corruption, CDCR, and the justice system, and conditions of confinement? Hit the like, man. Share our shit with the next person. Share it, like it, subscribe, put your notification on the whole 9 yards. Don't do it.
Yeah, you know what to do. Y'all been doing this stuff longer than we have.
Yeah, y'all know what to do. Kim K, I send mine, bro. I hope everybody's well. King, Zanrax, everybody, man. We send our best. Hope you guys are good.
King
Fucking,
Kong,
baby girl,
Allison, Renee.
Allison, Renee.
I feel like what's her
Everybody.
name on Romper Room, naming off everybody's names.
Yeah, right. Grant, Big Grant, and everybody else. Who else we got? Damn, we got a few of them, man.
It's
I'm
nice.
drawing a blank right now.
I just want to.
You call, we send our stove, we send our.
Yep.
Everybody.
I just want to say how much we appreciate you guys joining us in the chat and showing your love and support, asking your questions, and being a part of this insane journey that we're on.
Hell yeah, man. Me too, man. I especially enjoy the support, and I'm appreciative for all of it, man. And my baby girl is. I'm appreciative of you, baby girl. I'm grateful. 100% grateful, man.
Yeah.
And thank you guys. Thank you guys for tuning in and getting in the conversation and being a part of this, man. And retro side, I'll send mine to you, bro. We'll hook up sometime. I'll give you a call in the next few days if I can, you know. We're just sitting here chilling today. Baby girl found some peculiar shit. If you can see by the title, and I gotta say, man, we had to come out here and speak on this shit, right, babe? Because it's a fucking joke.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah.
No.
Yep.
It's a straight joke.
Yeah, be sure to hit that like button, folks, and we'll get into some crazy stuff. Definitely entertain you, that's for sure.
Right. Hit the like button. Share it. Talk about it. Be involved. Because it's definitely interesting. We did a good video yesterday, I think, and the day before. I think we're doing pretty good, man. We're firing on all 80 cylinders, man. This old Chevy.
Yup.
This old Chevy ass. But yeah, fuck. Like you can see by the title of the video, it's a whole bunch of bullshit going down. Alright now. And I just got my bullshit right now.
Tim Dragon VR says hi. Hi, Tim Dragon. Welcome to our chat and our channel. And I hope that you hang around and learn a few things or two as we divulge.
That's right. Yeah, right. What's up, Tim Dragon? I send my man coming straight from Rancid. Solitary confinement, New Folsom. We speak the real shit over here on corruption, bro. The CDCR, the prison system, the bullshit prison system that they're bilking everybody's money for, you know? Right, baby girl?
That's right.
Yeah. So as you guys can see by the title, what was the title again, babe? Read it off for me.
Right? CDCR honors National Nutrition Month with raw onions and rancid pea protein for breakfast.
Imagine that.
Yeah.
I mean, this shit is so garbage nowadays. I don't know how they're honoring anything about the meals they serve us, you know?
They're not.
Now, there's a video, right? Is that a video where you can see inside the kitchen, I guess, babe?
Yeah, no, there's a link inside our description of the video that CDCR put out, expounding on how wonderful their nutrition program is.
Right, right. That's like, I mean, that's so far removed from the truth, it's a fucking joke.
Well, maybe it's true at that particular campus, but they're using that one qualitative, and we're certain they're still spinning it better than it is, to be an example to the entire state system, which clearly it's not.
Hell no. Fucking, what we get here in New Folsom is nothing like that.
Nothing.
At all. Like that stuff there at that place, that's I think they showed Stockton, right? The hospital.
Yeah, no, they didn't show much. They showed a guy in a wheelchair, or a chair, I can't remember, and this woman coming out and talking to him and telling everybody what her job is, and another fellow telling what his job is from his office. And then there's another fellow that'll walk you through some of the commercial kitchens that they've got. And in my experience, and this is someone that's coming from
and your telephone number will be monitored and recorded.
40 years of making the rent by working in a kitchen of one various sort or another. This kitchen looks the type of kitchen that would be for a multi-regional school district size kitchen. We're not talking one prison. This is a kitchen for a multitude of prisons within the system.
Right.
And the what they're serving and the attitude. I mean, the attitude's kind of sucks. Everybody's kind of like, I hate my job. But, the food doesn't look as terrible as what you see. I mean, I did see some string beans and they talk about proteins and such. But, yeah, no, whatever they're serving there, they ain't serving at your house, honey.
No way. Here, we're getting bogged down with a bunch of onions.
So what'd you get for tonight's dinner? Did you get something decent for a change?
Well, I got a flour tortilla I rolled up. And some pea protein and some beans, but the beans are mixed into pea protein.
They got pea protein and beans. So, like, where are you?
They're mixed up together.
Oh, okay, so they're calling pea protein some type of like something other than, it's like beans and rice basically, but it's beans and beans.
Yeah.
Pea protein. Well, peas are high in saccharides, I believe, which are naturally occurring sugars, and they also have a lot of hormonal affecting elements to them that animal protein does not, in a bad way. Like, you don't want those things. And you're not getting your B1 or your B12 vitamins from that. You're not getting a lot of nutrition. You're not getting whole proteins, or pea proteins have a lot of starches and carbohydrates in them as well. And so, plus there's anything like TVP, which is textured vegetable protein, which is soy.
I think that's what it is. Like somebody said that's what it is.
All right, but
exactly the same.
it comes
It's
wet.
just wet.
It comes wet, means pre-soaked, and it weighs more, and they're paying more for water. But it's probably a step or two below your average dog kibble as far as nutrition goes.
Oh my God! Imagine that. I've been, this shit's been going on here for about 2 years now, right?
Right.
And I just won't eat it. Like, I just will not eat it. It's that bad. It's that fucking foul, man.
Well, and the sad thing
it stinks. It's rancid. It stinks. It's rancid, and it's just like you look at it, what was on my tray right now, and you'd be like, "Oh fuck no, hell no." I'm not eating that.
So in the long game now, you're pretty much suffering from malnutrition because they're not providing enough calories, which they are not, but they're not providing a nutrient that is appealing and edible that actually is going to help you be healthy.
Right. Like back in the days, you go to chow hall or they self-fed you, whatever. You got good shit, man. You got real meat. You got real, not all of it was the bomb, but it was edible.
Right.
It was something that you could stomach. It wasn't something that you go write home about that it was so good, but like I said, man, you need it. And I guess this video you seen and what I heard, I actually listened to it, folks, and the shit that they're projecting or the shit that they're propagating is for a prison hospital like that. And I'm sure they get a little bit better than we do. And for a medical diet tray and stuff. And I heard that Old Folsom gives good shit too.
Right next door. Oh yeah, so Josh from the Homie Hangouts checking in says from me and mines to you and yours. Thank you. Back at ya.
Josh, what's up, man? We send ours, Bull. We'll hook up again, man. I had to jump in the shower and I did a live last night. It was pretty good, man. You might want to check that one out. It's good to have you in the video.
You have 60 seconds remaining.
In the chat, he says that San Quentin cinnamon rolls were fire, though, and I've heard that before.
Fire.
Just the bomb. You guys, like I said, I've been earning my ducats in one kitchen or another, and it's really upsetting to me to know that I can put just about anything together. You say I want this, you got that. To not be able to cook for my husband is just heartbreaking. Just heartbreaking. Since this tablet thing happened, he actually loves to sit and listen to me cooking, which is fun. And I do almost everything from scratch. It's like almost nothing is processed from the store. Only because I really like it. Cooking's so much fun.
The telephone number will be monitored and recorded. You have it. Thank you for using Global Tel Link.
All right.
I'm back.
So Josh says he'll watch a replay tonight. He's out there in Reno spending time with his lady.
Oh yeah, get on, man. Have a good time and enjoy yourself. I said mine. Fuck yeah. we'll have to hook that up, man, and do a little something. Just let me know when and where, and I'll be there. You know, I got all day. That's the thing. Hey, that's the thing, Josh. I don't have a job. I wish I did, but it sucks. I mean, it sucks.
Well,
I wish I did.
Well, this is your job now, honey, bringing awareness and shining a light in the darkest corners of the most corrupt recesses of California. Boom.
That's right. That's right. She dropped the mic on it. Get on, baby. Mm-hmm. But, yeah, folks, I heard that video. My girl let me listen to it, and, you know me, man, when it comes to this grub, when it comes to these trades, I have to keep it real with y'all, man, on everything. But, you know, this shit here is like, God damn, it's a garbage. I've been in New Folsom a few times, right? And, like the last 3 times, the last 2 times I've been here, it's garbage. The first 2 times, the food was the bomb. And then they went to this different dietary fucking needs or plan where they cut their budget on the food down to fucking cut it 50%, right? And everything comes in prepackaged plastic. Everything, and it's just like completely carbohydrates and garbage food. Every now and then we'll get a good breakfast. Every now and then we get a decent dinner. But man, that's like I said, every now and again. But yeah, I did hear and I do know about
this call and your telephone number will be monitored and recorded.
San Quentin cinnamon roll, baby girl, they were the bomb. I went through there on a layover back in 2002 or 2001, coming from the Bay back to court for New Folsom, and I laid over there just long enough to get a breakfast tray, and we had cinnamon rolls. Man, you talk about bomb. Them things were the bomb.
Oh, wow.
And the thing is, but watch this, Corcoran still gives them same cinnamon rolls once every 2 weeks.
Wow.
And they rotate them out with the crumble coffee cake. So,
and I bet you
that's
get
the only good thing about Corcoran.
I bet you get a decent issue of that. It's not like some little 1-inch piece of cake thing that they're doing over there. Like you talked about.
No. It's a big old thick motherfucker with a lot of icing on it.
Nice.
No, it's good.
Yeah. Outlaw checked in. He says TSoA with a fist bump.
That's right. Outlaw, what's up, my boy? I'm gonna give you a little call a little bit later than expected, than thought, because I'm gonna drop this video here. We couldn't wait, man. I had to do it. We got some bullshit video on them pumping up our food, huh, baby?
Yeah, they're celebrating National Nutrition Month by providing you with the most vile, putrid garbage that doesn't even constitute food. It's not food. I mean, pigs get slopped better than that. It's crazy.
Yeah.
And you know, and then there was another article. This is all from CDCR's News Insider section. Okay, it's right there on their website. CCWF, I guess, has a garden project, and they're growing vegetables, and which is amazing. That's really great. But they're selling the vegetables at the what do you call it, where they sell the farmers market. Sorry, you guys, I'm just like speaking right now, and it's like homie, it's I put a link in the description of this video, so you'll be able to click on that. It's the link is right there in the description. The thing that gets me is there are 30-something prisons, and they all have a lot of dirt around them. Even the ones in the cities have a lot of dirt around them. Why aren't there gardens? at every single prison? And why aren't they more self-sustaining with nutrition instead of this god-awful pea protein slop? I
Right.
mean, it's like,
Right.
I can't imagine. I'm sure it's not too far off from salty oatmeal, right? Not even salty.
Right. Right. No, it is something like that. Yeah, it is. And let me say something. Back in Tracy,
Mm-hmm.
and I know, whoever you guys been to Tracy, whoever's been there before, Tracy was self-sustaining,
Mm-hmm.
and they had gardens, they had ranches, they had cattle, and Tracy had a fucking farm.
Uh-huh.
And I remember going through Tracy in '95, and the food was so damn good. It was like, I mean, baby girl, I swear to God, it was really fucking good. And compared to this shit now, but everything now is to cut budget, is to cut money and put it in their pocket.
Yeah.
And
Yep.
and then make people believe we're getting really good food. You know, it's garbage.
You know, I got a little story. Back in the 80s, when I was a wild thing, I was out at the Haight-Ashbury for quite a while. Wild thing. I was out at the Haight-Ashbury, and I used to volunteer at the Haight-Ashbury soup kitchen. It was known as the Zoop.
Right.
And I spent a lot of time there, a couple of years probably, just volunteering and learning my kitchen skills from street urchin to kitchen master. Anyways, there's this old convict there running the place, John Meehan, and he loved to scare us with stories from the prison, and he told us about he's all like we were complaining about some quality of food, and he's like, look, don't even go there, man, because we used to get pork and beans, and we get nice hunk of pork, and it would have fucking hair on it.
Oh God. Not cool. Not cool. Well, see, they took pork from prison in the 80s, right? Because of Muslims, and they didn't have to do that. They could have fucking split the diet like they did in the 90s. But
wait a minute. They get their own halal trays, their own kosher trays. I'm sure they have to segment their stuff. So why can't you provide pork to the rest of the community? That makes no sense at all.
Right. Well, what they're saying now is it's too expensive. But trip on this though. I remember when they first started our packages coming from the vendors.
Mm-hmm.
There was no pork products in their packages whatsoever at all.
Mm-hmm.
And even on the commissary list at Pelican Bay, you couldn't even buy pork rinds. And at least I don't think you could at Pelican Bay. I might be mistaken about that, but in the packages you couldn't even get it sent in. And now they're starting to loosen that grip on it a little bit because we can buy pork in the packages.
Well,
and even at the commissary now in pouches, because I bought some. And but not everybody should be punished.
No.
Just because one group of people don't want to eat it, man.
Right. Well, check this out.
They can, it's that they don't want to.
Check this out. So I did my little math, my little research on this whole pea protein versus beef, and concluded that beef is still cheaper than pea protein. Well, I know a little thing about meat production and the value of products, and I know pork is way cheaper than beef. Okay, plus, and this is something that you got to think about.
Is it really? This call and/or telephone number will be monitored and recorded.
Yes, you can slaughter pigs with anything. They're omnivorous. Cattle only eat grass and grain. So it's way cheaper to slop a hog than it is to feed cattle. Two, it
Right.
takes about 3
Mhm.
years for a cow to be like properly mature enough for slaughter, whereas it
Eat.
only takes
Right.
a hog about a year. So
Right.
you're feeding that animal a lot longer. We got some chat in the chatter.
Right. No,
Um,
I got you.
Trash Channel 1970. Is that Hispanic Christian Bale? What? Who is Hispanic Christian Bale? I don't know that
I
one.
don't know.
Mm.
Okay,
Josh
what
says
else
I
you
went
got?
vegan in the Bay for a few years and oops, hold on. And if they till they stop doubling up on the trays.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's if you're doing it right, raising your own food in that capacity in that environment can only be cheaper and it puts everybody to work. It puts everybody to work making that stuff
Right.
happen. You're
Yeah, but
giving people amazing survival skills by teaching them to farm and teaching them to do animal husbandry and how to take care
yeah,
of a side of beef and turn it into like thousands of meals, and
a fucking
processing.
steak.
But, but not just steak, but knowing how to utilize the most nutrients off that animal and keep
Yeah.
it interesting and keep it happening. You know, at New Folsom there I was visiting and there was maybe 9 or 10 cattle out there. And I was like,
Yeah.
I wonder who
Yeah,
those
right.
are
That's
gonna go
probably a
to.
warden's personal fucking food right there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's probably for the warden himself, you know?
You
But
just,
I know that, there's a lot of shit they can do, right? A
if you
lot.
don't.
And they don't. They don't because they're punitive. And food punishment is real.
Uh-huh.
And I remember what Josh was saying about Pelican Bay. A lot of people were getting on the vegan back in the day. And then the halal trade, because they would double us up on the chicken patties, the all beef hot dogs, and the all beef hamburger patty.
Uh-huh.
They were doubling that shit up every day, every time we got it.
Uh-huh.
And then they stopped. They stopped because a lot of people started to get on it. And, it kind of fucked it up. You know how it goes. It's good for a minute. It comes in waves, You ride that wave until you can't ride it no more, man.
So what are
It
they
is.
are they punishing Christians and others? I mean, I'm really not clear why these religious trays could have real meat, whereas the others don't.
Because I guess it's the way the tenants the way the meat has to be procured and the mass majority of us, the mass majority of people.
I get why they're getting it. I don't get why the others are not getting it.
I don't either. That's a question you're gonna have to ask the nutritionist when you get at her.
Oh, I'm gonna get at her.
I know you are. So we'll deal with that when you get at her. As far as myself knowing, I don't.
You have 60 seconds remaining.
Yeah, I can't answer something I don't know. So let me call back.
All right. If someone's got a suggestion or an idea as to why that is, go ahead and put it in there. I think it's terrible to rob a person of their nutrients. And Brent keeps telling me, you're not going to recognize me. I've gotten so old in the last year. And that's from malnutrition. That's just malnutrition. And it's wrong. Because, he's done so well for so long with all the crazy medical stuff he's been through. All right, he's calling us back. Gear Jammer, kangaroos cannot walk backwards. I don't think kangaroos really walk at all. They kind of hop or they do this sort of frog leap thing.
All right, I'm back.
All right. You're back.
All right, so, yeah, folks, we just we were just tripping on that video right there, and I want y'all to know that's a bunch of crap. Not only that, you know, that's not what we get here. It's probably what they possibly are getting in Stockton Hospital, CDCR medical facility, if they are getting that. But, yeah, definitely we're not. That shit ain't going on in New Folsom.
No.
And that's a fact. That ain't never happened. It ain't never been that good of food here at all. And food punishment is real. Food punishment is real. I had a friend of mine pull up next door to me overnight about 2 days ago. And I ain't seen him since 96, 97. In High Desert, he came from Pelican Bay. And I've never heard somebody say Pelican Bay's food was fucking the ball, but not that much, you know, as far as portion control. And he goes, but it was screaming. And he got a tray here, and he about flipped the fuck out. Like, what the fuck is this, man? So, and for me to hear that about Pelican Bay, when I was up there, shit was garbage. But not as bad as this. This is the worst of the worst here. This is the worst I've ever seen it in the state of CDCR.
In 30
The
years,
worst
right?
ever. In 30 years. And that's why, you know, to those of you people, to those of you folks who, you know, who've been offering to help out on my package, man, baby girl, it's in the description.
Yeah.
Right? It's in the description on this channel how you guys can help, and whatever. It's totally appreciated. You want to donate a few dollars for the package coming up April 1st or April 2nd, man, it'd be appreciated. Check out the description. Baby girl says how to. And I thank you, anybody and everybody who, you know, donates a couple bucks, man. It don't even matter. I thank you guys very much. Because I've been getting questions about it. And so that's the way to do it. Check out the description. There's something right there, baby girl asked.
This call and your telephone number will be monitored and recorded.
Or gives the roadmap on how to do it. And I appreciate it.
Mm-hmm.
But, so we'll move on from that one. From that topic, I wanted to.
Oh yeah, that'll be in the description too. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. I wanted to talk to y'all about a few other little things here. We're not gonna make this video a big long one, unless y'all want to ask a bunch of questions, and I can give you a bunch of answers if I can.
There you go.
You know. So I was on the yard today, and you know, I heard this J-Cat, right? You guys know what I call them. They're J-Cats, man. EOP kickouts, EOP hideouts, whatever. Well, this guy was saying that a Sergeant Burns down there in that shit, down there in Corcoran, got arrested for putting that guy in Jaime Osuna's cell, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now, I don't know the dude. I don't want to know the dude. You know, he's a different class of folk than I am, and that Sergeant Burns had been arrested, I guess, because he's the one that did that. And from what I heard was there wasn't even a double cell compatibility form signed. And I tell you what, if that's the case, if there was not a compatibility marriage carnal signed, boy, that motherfucking Sergeant Burns is in some deep trouble. He's in some deep-ass trouble. I'll tell you that now. Because that shows a complete setup right there, man. I was there when it happened.
Well, considering the guy was in prison for doing what he did to this guy in prison, you'd think they would have kept him single cell no matter what.
Yeah, wasn't it a woman though?
Yep.
Didn't he do that to a woman?
Yep, eviscerated a woman in a hotel room. Which is horrifying.
Right. Yeah, it's disgusting. But, you know, I'm not here to, you know, talk about the dude's bullshit crimes, but I'm just saying that sergeant, though, that was involved in that, boy, he's in some deep shit, man.
What about his superiors?
Well, I'm sure up that chain right there. I don't know. According to the dude on the yard, there's been arrest, but you checked, and I guess it happened in 2022, right?
Well, the judge approved that he could be tried. He could be charged and whatever. Yeah.
Okay,
so we don't know what's happened with that since then, though. I mean, that's all that there's really there.
Right. But I know that dude Burns, man. Boy, he's as crooked as they come.
Does he look like?
I mean, that dude he's something else.
Does he look like Mr. Burns from The Simpsons?
No.
That dude's pretty crooked.
Yeah, that's a creepy weirdo right there, for real.
Yeah.
For real, man. But it's about time. That's not even enough, man. There's just so much accountability that needs to be had. You know what I'm saying, babe?
Yeah, hold on, I let the dog out. He wants to go outside.
Alright, yeah, there's just no accountability in these places with them. And I was telling somebody that when a man has his back against the wall and the bogus ass appeal system for the prisoners are corrupt, cover-ups and all types of shit. He takes it to a habeas corpus, and that's a corrupt cover-up for the prison system when it kangaroo court, basically.
Right.
And sometimes, man, a guy feels like he's gotta lash out, and more times than not, it's been created by them. It's been created by them, man, and it, all you got to do is make it a little bit fucking of a more fair system. Not much. Just give them up. If I got your ass on a 602, according to the rules and regulations and policies of this system, then that's that. You don't get to shift the goalpost and move the goalpost around.
But that's all they do. That's all they do is move that goalpost around.
That is all they do. That is all.
And you get a fair score. You make that touchdown. You got your 6 points, and they'll penalize you 7.
Yep. They sure will, man. They sure the fuck will. But fuck, man. This whole fucking system is tore up. This whole system is tore up. All right, Gene. I said, all right, how going? This whole system, excuse me. It all starts from the ground up, but here is the top down that's the most corrupt. Right, babe?
Yeah, but all along, I mean, it's peppered with corruption. It's like a lot of it, I've noticed, isn't even diabolical. It's just fucking laziness.
Well, some of it's diabolical.
Well, I'm saying not all of it is diabolical. Some of it is straight laziness. It's don't want to fulfill your responsibilities and cherry pick the policies that you apply to whatever situation that makes it easiest for you to not have to do any more than fucking say no.
Yep, that's right. That's all they want to do is sit down and do nothing. Sit there and do nothing and get y'all's money. Get the taxpayers' dollars, man. Just like I said yesterday on yesterday's video about them motherfuckers taking y'all's money and giving us a RICO case on a bunch of nothing. For what?
Right.
For what? Men that got multiple life terms give us one more? Like, okay, big fucking deal. Stupid ass. You didn't do nothing.
Right.
You didn't do shit. And then they get on their high horse and have these media paloozas. And like, oh yeah, like they blew a hole right through the center and core of the fucking prison system. They didn't do nothing. They didn't do jack shit, man. You know what really crashed me up, babe?
Huh.
Is these people, these like the guy I fucking roasted yesterday. The green light dude, whatever the fuck his name is. Green light gang guy.
Greenlit,
They
Mr. Greenlit.
Yeah, greenlit. Yeah. They read these articles, right?
Mm-hmm.
Check it out. And then Josh, you know it. Everybody who's listening, been to prison knows it. These people read these articles.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe read a couple books that are some historical fiction, or or fucking watch fucking a prison movie or two, and next thing you know, they got it all figured out. They got it all figured out. And yet I've been down in prison fucking 30 goddamn years, and I still ain't got it figured out.
Well, maybe figure it out's not a solution.
Well, they get on here and they pump it like they got it figured out. And I'm here to tell you, they ain't got shit figured out, but running their fucking
No,
shit.
they've got it all figured out, and I'll tell you how. They know that where their transparency is lacking, and so they're polishing turds is what they're doing.
Yeah.
They're polishing and
Polishing.
painting turds. Mm-hmm.
That's a new verb. That's a new verb. Turd polishing. Baby girl. That's funny.
It's
but,
true.
yeah, folks, we just thought we'd drop in on y'all for a minute tonight and say, what's up? So what's cracking, man? Y'all got any questions or comments? Hit the like button. Hit that like, and let's get this thing rolling.
I'm not sure how to pronounce this person's name, but we're going with Eric's, and they said, "Oh, what's up, comrades? What's up with you, Eric's?"
What's up, man? We send ours to you. Hope you're well. We're coming to you, man, from the Ag hole in New Folsom, man.
Mm-hmm.
Keeping it real over here. No shuck and jive on my end. No, none of that. But other than that, man, we're just hanging out on a Friday night. Fucking, what's cracking, baby girl? We got any more?
This call and your telephone number will be monitored and recorded.
No, it's got all quiet. I had to put somebody in a timeout because he said something nasty. But
Oh, really?
Yeah.
We got some haters all day.
No, I think it was
like a hater.
It was something that like a 14-year-old would say,
Oh yeah. Well, if I got people hating me, I guess I'm doing my job, man.
Well, sometimes they put that stuff out on there to see if they can get you to say it on, on your show or whatever, and it's like, yeah, I get it. You're just here to tease, whatever. That's cool. That's cool. Maybe sit down and stick around and learn something. Yeah.
Yeah. You might learn a few things, man.
Mm-hmm.
So,
you have 60 seconds remaining.
And listen. All right, let me call back. Get your questions ready. We make this one last go.
Alrighty. All right. Yeah. No, we're playing serious here, folks. This is a real deal, but we do know how to laugh and have fun, so I don't think we're totally uptight. I know I'm not. The situation's totally uptight, but what are you gonna do? You're gonna make people aware of how uptight it is in all the broken ways.
Thank you for using Global Tail Link.
All right, and he's back. And our massive amounts of crowds of people are not throwing down the questions. So.
Okay. You ready to wind it down, babe?
I
We'll
think
wind her down.
so. I think so. I just want y'all to realize that if you can get to some good healthy food, count your blessings. You should be so grateful that you can eat well
Yeah,
and
right.
do well. I know I am. It kills me to know that my husband and his friends and the best we can do besides the crap they issue them is to let them buy what basically boils down to is junk food. No healthy options.
Yeah, well, they got good meat though. And some of the package, I get it. Baby
Right.
girl, you hook me up with some good meats, man, and I make them meats and fish. I like the fish, the tuna, and the meats. And
Right. No,
It's like
I
get
get
good
all that, but
protein.
it's like I can't get you a salad.
no, I
I
know.
can't get you,
No, I'm already
you
knowing,
know,
man. You ain't got
piece
to
of food.
mansplain. I get it.
Mhm.
I hear that all. Hey, fellas, I hear that all the time. I ain't got a mansplain to her, but I always do. It is what it is. I'm a man. I'm going mansplain, goddammit.
Mhm.
So, with that said, look, man, we're going to wind this one down. Outlaw, I'll be with you in a minute. Homie, hang out. Thanks for joining. We'll have to hook up. Who's in the room right now? I can't see. You guys know I can't see. But my wife
That was our regulars. Trash Channel asked if that is Hispanic Christian Bale. I'm thinking he means the drawing of you. Neither.
Oh, no, that's me. That's me.
And,
Okay.
and someone named Tim Dragon popped in and said hi. Other than that, it was just Homie and Outlaw and some newcomers.
That's it.
Gear Jammer.
Well, it is Friday night. It is Friday night, and I'm sure everybody's ready to have a.
This call and your telephone number will be monitored and recorded.
It's a 3-day weekend, and enjoy your weekend, everybody. And my court date got moved from the 8th to the 1st. So she moved it back because she won't be available, and I'll find out a little bit more about this BOP movement transfer.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll let y'all know. I'll keep you in the loop. Stay posted. You never know when we're going to pop up on this live. But hit your like button for me, man. Let's get this thing rolling. Share our shit. Subscribe the whole 9 yards, man. We're gonna try to break 500 subscribers. Yep. I'm just a little dude, little fish in a big pond, right?
Right.
Trying to get by.
Yep.
Trying to keep y'all aware of how they're spending your taxpayers' dollars and the real deal about corruption of CDCR. So with that said, I send mine to the worthy. You guys know who you are. I'll catch you next time. Stay solid and keep it focused. See ya.